Today I'm going to show you how to assemble the Holmes 18-inch stand fan, and then I'm going to walk you through all its functions and features. The one tool you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Now to start assembling the fan, grab this outer pole piece here, and then let's go down to this piece here and twist off this L-shaped locking screw and the washer that comes along with it. Now we'll grab our base right here. And keep in mind, it's actually in two pieces. There's one outer covering here and the heavier piece of the base right here. That can just go over top of that in case yours weren't already together. Now take that outer pole again, and we're gonna take that one end that we removed the L-shaped locking screw, and we're gonna stick that down into the base like that. Now put the washer back onto that L-shaped locking screw if it's separated, and let's screw that into the bottom of the base here. Once that's all done, it should be looking nice and sturdy like this. Now we're going to loosen this piece right here by turning counterclockwise and then pulling up on this pole and then tightening it up again. Now our fan should be looking like this. Now let's grab our motor housing unit, and we'll come down to the bottom of it right here where this screw is, and we'll unscrew that all the way. And that will separate out from the motor housing unit. Now drop the motor housing unit onto the pole. And now we take that screw cap and screw it back in. And now our fan should be looking like this. For the next step, we need to grab the rear grille. You'll know which one of the two grills it is because its middle looks like this, and it has this handle right here. And we're gonna want this handle to be in the 12 o'clock position when we attach it to the fan mount like this. And now you can look closely here, you'll find two little posts, 1 and 2 right here. We're gonna want those to line up with this attachment here so that they're inside of these holes right here, as you can see. And remember that the handle should be in the 12 o'clock position on the fan. And actually, as I look at this, that isn't exactly in the 12 o'clock position, so I'm going to rotate these holes just a bit, and that oval-shaped hole is going to go over top of one of the posts right there, and that makes it so it's now in the 12 o'clock position. Now we're going to get this nut right here, and we're going to attach it to the motor housing unit, twisting to the right. And now that should be nice and tight. Now we can grab the fan blade and slide it over top of that shaft there, all the way back as far as you can go. And now the bolt should be sticking out a little bit. Now we'll get this cap right here, and we're going to put it over top of that bolt, and we tighten it by twisting left, counterclockwise this time. Not the way that you'd normally do it. You can hold on to the blade to make sure it tightens up all the way. Now we should grab our front grille here, and along the perimeter of it you'll see these little tabs. Let's pop those up like this. That's 2, 3, 4, and then there's a 5th tab right here. This one's not gonna move. It's gonna stay just like that, and it's actually gonna go on the 12 o'clock position on the fan, and it will hang on top just like that. Now we can go through and reattach those clips. Lastly, we're going to take this little screw right here, along with the tiny nut, and on the bottom of the fan you're going to find two little holes that exist right here between each of the perimeters. We're going to take that tiny screw and put it through those two holes and then attach it through the bolt in the back. Now you can take your screwdriver and tighten that up. Now just set it on a dry level surface, plug it in, and now there's 4 simple buttons on it, 1 to turn it off, and then the 3 setting speeds for the fan. And the toggle for the oscillation is in the back, so you can make it swing back and forth or not. And here's a view of the fan going to work here. It's really pushing a lot of air. You can see what it's doing to my curtain there when it goes over to that side of the room. And now as it comes back, you can see the curtain rest back down to its normal spot. You see how much twist it has too, going over to that side of the room and then coming all the way this way. Again, tons of movement. You can easily tilt the head of this fan back and forth. And the telescoping neck means that you can adjust it up and down for height. To my eyes, at its shortest height, the top of the fan stays at roughly 43.5 inches. And at its tallest, it climbs up to roughly 52.5 inches. The fan blade itself is about 18 inches across, but the grill is more like 20. And the base looks to be a little under 17 inches across. And while it doesn't come with a remote control, it's a great fan with lots of power.